Hello everybody, it's Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life. Today we are going to be starting something new that I'm very, very excited about because it involves going through every piece of scrapbooking supplies that I own. I am going to be doing something called the Great Purge of 2024, and I have a little traveler's notebook to kind of keep track of everything. And so what it is I'm going to be doing destashing, which is going to be starting today with today's video. We're going to build page kits, which is we'll talk about when we get there. And we're going to be really looking into the supplies that I actually use. And I'm going to start having a list of that so that when I am to the point where I'm ready to purchase things again, I'm only purchasing things I know I'm going to use so that this issue that I have right now doesn't happen again. That is the point. So for today, we are going to start by just doing a small. I'm going to start small. And let me talk a little bit about how I came into how I'm going to break this down. So I figured in order to create page kits, I probably should go through all this stuff first so that I'm not sorting through things I know I'm not going to use over and over and over again. Which means to start with, I have to destash. And so that is what we are going to focus on the next few videos. And we're going to start small because I do not want to get overwhelmed, which I can do very easily. And so on my desk, and I'm going to leave the link to a year ago or so, I posted what my craft space looks like and how I organize and stuff like that. Now it's changed just a tiny bit. We moved a couch into our toy room, and so things have rearranged, but for the most part, my storage systems are all the same. They're just in different locations. And so I'll have that link below if you want to have a little bit of a closer look. But on my wall, so I'm filming and there's a wall just right in front of me. And then I have a window off to the right of me. And I have this cute little bin thing that I got from Michael's. It's small and it holds 2, 4, 6, 8 little containers. And so we're going to go through each one of those containers today, and I'm going to show you my thought process on why I'm going to keep them and all of that. And we're going to start with Flair and work our way around it. And then in the end, my goal is to hopefully have at least 1 or 2 empty bins for sorting the next section that we're going to move to and all of that. Now, I will say I'm not the most eloquent when it comes to talking and explaining what I'm doing and all of that. So if you're looking for more of like a Laura Alberts type or like that sort of explanation, you're not going to get that here. This is just me thinking out loud and trying to explain. So I just wanted to say that first thing so you're aware. I'm going to pull in this so that I've got what I'm going to be working with, and I make notes. I already have a few notes that you're going to see things like I already know I need to start making my list of things that I can buy and things that I can't buy. And I already know right away, I cannot buy any more Flair. Like I don't use it. I see it and I'm trying to make myself use it on a layout right now actually. And I find it really, really hard. So Flair, unless it comes in some sort of a kit or it's been sent to me, and I know that it's really cute and I'm going to use it, I might save it. Otherwise, I know right away I need to get it out of my stash. So that's one thing for sure. Something I could probably add to my things that are okay to buy would be something like frames. I love frames. I use frames. I use them for shaker pockets, to tuck underneath photos. I don't actually normally use them for the frame itself, like to frame a photo. I use it for other things, but stuff like something like that, I know I'm going to use, so I can probably put that as it's okay to buy. I could buy a package of frames and know they'll get used. So that's how I'm going to go through and kind of figure out what I'm going to do. As we go through it, I'll explain to you if I'm moving it out of that section that we're sorting through, where it's going, why I'm doing it like that, and we're just going to get through this. So let's hop right in and get going. And I'm gonna tell you right off the bat, I'm not a flare person, so I'm only gonna keep a few of these. I'm gonna keep this adventure one, this sea one, maybe this green heart one. I do like that. Maybe this tea one, and this party hat one. Yep. I think that's all I want to keep. I'm wondering about the crab. However, that's kind of kiddish, like almost too kiddish now. The only two I'm still a little debating about are these two, because of the fact that they could possibly fit in going to the beach and that sort of thing. But again, I don't really use flare, so I'm not sure. And I'd like to use things in, of course, threes. So I think we're gonna say no. Okay, so I'm keeping 2, 4. I'm keeping 5. Yeah. Okay, that's that one. So I'm going to get a little baggie and put this in there. And then we need to talk about what I'm going to do with all of this stuff when I'm done, because I think that will be fun as well. So hold tight. We've got these. We're going to put them in this bag. I think my big game plan here is, as I'm going through all of this stuff, if there is enough to fit into one of those, I can't think what you call it. Kind of like when you buy a kit, that size kind of box that you get. If I have enough stuff to fit in one of those, I think I'm going to do a giveaway, and someone's going to get all my stuff. Whether you can go through it and decide if you want it or want to pass it on. But I think that would be a really fun thing to do. If you're following through all of this and you're going to actually stick through all of this with me, I think that there needs to be a chance for somebody to go ahead and get some goodies. So we will talk about that. Let's get through all of this first before we figure out what we're going to do with that, but we will talk about that. So I have a container empty, and let's talk about, because part of this is destashing, but then putting it back where it's going to be usable, because we have to make page kits. Okay, couple things here. I want to have, and I need to make an area for this too, categories. Sorting, category. We are going to do a travel, and I think I'm going to buy an iris container to put all my travel stuff in, so I have one place to go to for travel. So like this one is going into that. This birthday one can go into my little, I have little container of embellishments that can go for there, so that's fine. This one can go in my coffee and tea container. This one, I do think we're gonna do like a summer. I think we'll do a seasonal one, so a summer. And then this one can just go into the color little thing that I have. Let's see if I can quickly grab that so you have an idea of what I'm talking about. I have these containers, which of course I need to go through, but they are labeled. So this was like food and birthday. So that's gonna go in here. And you're probably like, Christy, but you haven't touched those yet. It's okay, because almost gets a second chance to be looked at to make a final decision, and I'll know right away that I'm keeping it, so it'll be an easy decision. So I'm going to get these things put away, and we're going to go to, okay, up next we have hearts. So I went through, like I said, I do this every once in a while where I go through my stuff, and like something I thought, I'm going to keep that. I'm not actually going to keep that. We can get rid of that. This was like, I'm thinking like a traveler's notebook, like I thought it would work really well. I've actually already cut it. I'm going to just actually toss that. I have never used these hearts. They've been in my stash forever. I'm actually not a fan of the faces, so we know that. This one I've torn apart, so we're going to actually toss that one. These puffy ones, I feel like I can use, so I think we will keep those. this one is also one that I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm gonna let that one go. There's these little ones that were cut out of like newspaper, but I don't really think I need those, so I'm gonna let those ones go. I'm gonna let these, I guess I could do a layout. So follow your heart, smile, and full of joy. I technically could do a layout with that, so maybe we'll keep them for now. We'll put that in a maybe pile. And I'll talk about that in a second too, because the other thing that when it comes to starting to do page kits is I want to share with you guys how you can make page kits in so many different ways. It does not have to be based off of paper. You can start with embellishments, you can start with photos. There's lots of options. Now I have this wood veneer and I do like it. However, it's very thick. And not that I care a bunch, but like it's like uber thick. And so I do think I'm going to let that one go. I've had this in my collection forever and I have not used it. So we're going to put this in a, we use it or we lose it. Don't need that one. I don't need that. I don't need the purples. I don't need that. I'm going to keep that. I do not need the rainbow one. I'm not going to use this I'm Yours. These are from Shadney and these are puffy and easy to use. I do like them, so I think we'll keep those. Okay, so this is what we're gonna keep. And I am gonna keep it in this container, and we're gonna have like a shape or a heart container. So it's an easy grab too. So I'm gonna keep those. We're gonna add this to our bag. And then I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with my maybe starting idea and my use it or lose it. Okay, so here is my plan. I want this to be a layout starter, like an inspiration starter, and I need to have it in a little bag put in a certain area. So I'm gonna find a little bag and then put it into a separate bag so that when we go to start making page kits and we're focusing in on starting with embellishments, we have that first. So that's what's gonna happen with that. This one, which is my use it or lose it, I have this little container. It is actually from December Daily and it's a really sturdy box. So we're gonna have this, and when we are building page kits, this is the first thing we are going to is to look in here to see what we can use, and then we will go into the rest of our stuff. So that is my plan. We're slowly getting to where we want to go. Let's go into our next thing. Next up is some ephemera. What I think this is I planned on using it for like traveler's notebook, that sort of thing. So let's have a look here. I can always use a butterfly, that's fine. I like this little purse. This lovely, I'm not going to use that. We can get rid of that. This was from a collection that I really loved and I didn't want to get rid of it. I do see this as a starter, like starting with this and then adding more circles to it. So I'm gonna put this aside for a minute. I don't need that tag. I don't need that cut apart. I don't need that sticker. Best friends forever. I think that is more like to use for like a Nora thing. Happiness is contagious. I don't need that. Happy home, happy heart. I do like that. Be your own kind of beautiful. It's good for Nora, but I don't have to have that. This I think I've cut, so I think maybe we'll toss that. This goes into journals. Hey, beautiful. That's cute, but I don't need that. Ooh, okay. That is going to be moved into my coffee container that I have. Our favorite chit chat. This might be cute to use for Nora and I. Photo of us together. I actually think of this as documenting my daughter's love of journals. So that's a story starter, as well as these keys. I think that my first initial thought is to get rid of them, but I do think that I could use them as like you hold the key to my heart and having them in different embellishments. However, that being said, I could do a cut file of keys and colors I would like. Okay, so no, I'm gonna get rid of those. This beautiful Chamel bird. No, I don't need to keep that. I don't need that. I do like this as a starting off point for journaling, so we'll keep that one. I don't tend to use those phrases. This is my Valentine thing. I wanted to put it with something with Sean. This is so old. But I do think I'll keep it because I think we're going to put this into my use it or lose it. That's going to go into my use it or lose it. And I like that. We'll keep this one. We'll keep that one. That one's for Nora. Okay. So we've got a few like Nora-ish girly things we can keep. And that is usable. This is usable. These are going to be our starters. That's going into my coffee thing. And we're going to add this into our collection to give away. I'm feeling pretty good with that. I'm going to keep this kind of girly Nora-ish stuff. I actually think I'm going to keep this in this container, and maybe I can just have a little collection so that I have a go-to for when I want stuff like that. I think that might work. Again, we'll see as we go if I decide to change that. And then the rest of these are being put away. So we need to put this into our use it or lose it. This is going to go into my animal container, coffee container. These are going to be our story starters. So that's going to go into this. Page starters, I guess. And I'll get those put away and we'll move on. Right. Up next is some more. Okay, these are all florals. This is going to be a good one to go through because I need to do better with this. Definitely keeping that. I use florals. I love florals. This is summer theme, so we'll move that. Seize the day. That's like swimming, but again, it's a saying I'm not really going to use. Waving hello now. I like that one. Use that. I use all of these to like tuck in, so that's fine. There's an ice cream. That's food. Yes and yes. This is food. That's a house. Shell, yeah, I don't need that. These might be a little smaller than what I need to use, but I can. Mermaid kisses and starfish dreams. See, now I don't dislike this. My problem is it's too dark. Mermaids are my spirit animal. See, I love this as a title for Nora, so we'll move that up into that bin we just worked with. I don't need that one. Happy place. Okay. We're going to keep, I'm going to be honest with you, we're going to keep a lot of this because I really like my flowers. I actually forgot that I even had this, so I forgot to go through this when I'm doing layouts, and I need to not. So that's summer. I've somehow combined a bit of that together. That was obviously an accident, but that's okay. Super cute kite. Yep. This one is a beach ball for summer and make waves. So I don't need these. I'm not going to use them. I'm getting rid of this one piece. I find it hard to attach. So right away I know to get rid of that. And okay, so this, we've got a pile of stuff that's going into summer. I have a little like home section that's going in, and this is going in my rainbow container, and the rest, this is staying. So this is going to be my largest container just because, and I'm going to put my sticker flower at the top so I remember what it is, and we're going to move on. Now, florals are something I use all the time. I love them. They are my favorite thing, and so I do not feel guilty about not getting rid of any of them. And we're going to include that right away because we know it's something I like into our can buy our floral packages. Perfect. Okay, on to the next. Next container. All right, we're moving right along. We're halfway through, which is exciting. Now this one is one that probably, again, isn't really gonna be, I'm not even sure I'm gonna get rid of any of these. I think I actually am gonna put this all right back. This is Cork from Shadney's Etsy shop, and I put it all in here because I wasn't sure how to store it without it bending and breaking, because it can be a little delicate. And so it does have some weird shapes, like things like I need to be aware that I have a band-aid in there. Maybe that needs to be a story starter or something. But yeah, I need to, and like there's pumpkins, so I don't know. Maybe I could be a little bit more like fall themed, I guess, and then pain. I don't know. And then there's a heart, right, which could go in with the hearts from the other collection we just did. So I suppose I could, do I have any more? I'm gonna leave the stars. I don't see any more. I just see this one heart. Okay, oh, there's another one. I think besides these three little things, I'm gonna put them all right back. I can see them pretty well through the container. Like, it's a pretty decent sized little window that you can see. So I feel like it should be okay. I am seeing a few hearts now that I'm getting through them, but that's okay. As I see more, we can change accordingly. I'm just afraid that I'm gonna not, this is the problem sometimes with when you organize things by theme or certain categories. It is cork, so it absolutely fits in that. It's fine. However, it's a heart shape, which I have a different collection for. And my question, I need to question myself when I'm thinking, oh, I would like some cork. Am I gonna go here and look at the cork to find the hearts, or am I gonna go to the hearts and be like, oh, I have cork hearts, that's awesome. Oops, I'm not sure. So we're gonna start it with this and we'll move from there. Sorry, I totally just shook you all about. I'm very, very sorry. That one was really fast. So I'm not sure where I'm going to put these. I have to think about that. And then this will go into the fall themed bin or whatever. So I need to put these off to the side because I'm not exactly sure where I want to do with those, but we've got that done. Now, let's move on. We have some random bits. What is in this? I don't even know what's in this. Let's see here. Extra noise if you hear it. I've got a poor sick kiddo that has been sick for over a week now, and it's just not. Okay, I have this Yum scale, which is food related. I like that. I need to put that in my food. Oh. And this handmade, which I use to stamp. I used to sign the back of my pages and like date them. Don't really do that anymore. This one says, let's just stay in, documented. Unforgettable moment, and not shown, which I think is good for journaling. Okay, so I need to have, I'm not a stamper, you guys. I am not a stamper in the littlest bit. I have a roller date stamp for stamping the date, and I have these few. So we're gonna just make this into a stamping thing. Let it rain. Okay, that's fine. Now let's look at these. Okay, so this one we're gonna put in with the Nora thing. We're gonna let that go. I never used it. This one says, my guy. I like that. That's wood veneer. This is my home. I'm good with that. These are so cute, but they're rusted. That's the other thing with Flair is they rust, eh? I'm not even gonna like, yeah, like this one's just garbage. And these two, so my son, I have my oldest had a big thing with foxes for a really long time. And so anytime I see foxes, I think of him. So these aren't too, they're not too bad. I'm wondering, do they get worse? I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to put this in the use it or lose it. I don't need that XO. That's going to Nora's thing. That is going into my together. And then what is this? These are just little alphas. Okay, so these really actually should go in my thicker. Actually, I'm going to put this in my use it or lose it as well, because if I don't, then we can just move on with them. I like them. They're super cute. So I'm not like upset about keeping them. I like wood veneer. So, and some of them are like travel related, so we can put it into our little travel bin too. Okay, I'm going to pull out the little geotakes, put in the travel, and then these are going to go into my use it or lose it bin along with this. This is going into Nora's. These are being given away. We have two more. We are almost there. So this one is old wood veneer. And honestly, we're going to be able to get rid of a lot of this. So I'm going to put this cute little My Guy thing in there because we do like that one. This one I'm going to move over to my coffee thing. Let's see. We'll keep the baby. Definitely keep the flamingo. So here's the thing, like the heart, I like these little acorns, so that's fall themed. So again, I think I'm gonna move that into the seasonal, but these little potty people and the cameras, I don't use them. So right away, I know I can get rid of those. I like this little moon. I have a story to tell about these little, with the ducks. So I'm actually going to go ahead and put those to the side to put in our story starters. We're gonna move this. I don't need that heart. Same thing with these birds. They were really popular for a while, but I don't need them. It's okay. These triangles. I don't need wood veneer triangles. Okay, nope. This is way thicker than I want to use. I don't mind this particular camera, so maybe we'll keep this one. These are actually shadney, so we'll keep those to the side. Those aren't old. I just think I put them in the little love notes. I don't write love notes to Sean, so that's not really. Okay, no. The whales are cute for being in the water with our travel. I'm going to move that into my travel section. Oh, I like the glasses. We're going to keep the glasses. And oh, I like these little lightning bolts, and I kind of like this little thing. Okay. I'm just having a second look. Nope. Okay, all of this is going. These are going to go back in here. I don't know what to do with, I have to figure out what to do with all my wood veneer and my shadney stuff. Okay. These are going to be a story starter. That needs to be put away. This I have for vacation, like a very specific. Okay. We didn't go whale watching though. I'm going to keep these for if we ever go whale watching. I'm going to put those in there for now. That's going to the story starters. That's going into my coffee, and these are being last one, which is good because my camera is about to die. We have, oh, speaking of frames that I had no idea was in there because they were being blocked by those cute little, oh my goodness. Okay, there's so many things. I really like that one, so that's okay. That one says summer to me. That one's a little, I don't mind the black and white one. These ones are a little, I have a hard time with the cream. I like the black and white. I like this one. I like this one. Okay, we're going to get rid of these ones. These are the cute little Vicky Boot butterflies. I'm going to put those in with animals. All right. I also find these super hard to use, but I do like, I like them. So it's hard. Okay, so these O's are supposed to be like an X and O thing. I don't know. I don't think I need those. Okay, we're gonna let those go. Okay, this is very fall themed. So we'll put that in with our fall stuff. Arrows are usable. These, see, cameras, I just don't use cameras motifs. However, I like this one, so we'll keep this one. These are bows, so that can go for Nora. I don't mind this arrow. This is food. That is fall. I don't need those bows. I think we'll keep 3 arrows, so we've got 3 of something. Okay. That's going into food. Those are good. I'm not sure I'm going to put those back in this container. Find a new home for that. We will keep these little frames. I just have to figure out what, like this says summer, so maybe I'll put that into my summer collection. I actually think I'd like to use those together, and I'd like to use those together. So yeah. I don't necessarily need to be story starters, but I'll put those back in there so I can see them along with these. For now, I'm going to put those in there until I figure out a better way to put them. I feel like I should put these in with summer. They're all kind of summer colors. That's fall, I guess. I don't know. Oh, I haven't decided yet. I'm going to put those back in there for now too. Okay, those are going away. These are being put away, and we're going to wrap up. All right, I hope you enjoyed my first video destashing here. The one thing that I need to add, I can't buy any more of, is going to be, what are those called? Paper clips. They're not paper clips though. I guess they are paper clips. Paper clips shapes. I don't use them, so unless they come in something, I don't need them. Perfect. This is my start of my giveaway, which is awesome. Lots of goodies for other people to use, and I'm pretty proud of that. Look at, I mean, that's stuff out of my stash, out of my little box. I'm gonna take another photo of my box for you to see right now, so you can see how much emptier it looks, which is awesome. And I will see you guys all on the next video, and we'll destash something else. Thanks for spending some time with me. Bye, everyone.